Evaluation. It is the collection of analysis and interpretation of information about any aspect of a program of education or training as part of a recognized process of judging its effectiveness, its efficiency, and any other outcomes it may have. Appropriate techniques, activities, strategies, methods to be used or applied in evaluating students.
Of evaluation. Types of evaluation includes demonstration, exhibits and debates, reviews, generalization and summaries, quizzes and examinations, reteaching, remediation, and special training.
Number 1. Demonstrations, exhibits, debates. These are teaching methods that gives better learning experience for students. Students get a chance to apply or do the practical aspect of the things that they have learned from the classroom. These are real opportunities for the kids to easily implement the things that they have learned. Number 2. Reviews, generalization, summaries. This uses skills that a student has learned in new and different environments, whether those skills are functional or academic. Once a skill is learned, it needs to be used in multiple settings.
3. Quizzes, examination. A test or examination is an assessment intended to measure a test taker's knowledge, skill, aptitude, physical fitness, or classification in many other topics. A test may be administered verbally, on paper, on a computer, or in a confined area that requires a test taker to physically perform a set of skills. These tests may vary in style, rigor, and requirements.
Number 4. Reteaching. Reteaching is the adjusting of delivery of content by addressing an individual student's learning style, preference, interest, learning rate, and/or readiness. According to Marzano, at a basic level, reteaching means teaching again content that students failed to learn. In order for reteaching to be effective, assessment, data analysis, plan of action, and post-assessment must be occurring.
Number 5. Remediation. It is also known as compensatory or corrective teaching. The teacher teaches the lesson in order to help slow learners make up for what they lost in the course of learning. The teacher uses extra hours after school, weekends, or holidays.
Special training for special, advanced, and slow students. Special education, also known as special needs education or aided education, is the practice of educating students with special educational needs in a way that addresses their individual differences and needs. Ideally, this process involves the individually planned and systematically monitored arrangement of teaching procedures, adapted equipment and materials, and accessible settings.
These interventions are designed to help learners with special needs achieve a higher level of personal self-sufficiency and success in school and their community than may be available if the student were only given access to a typical classroom education. Learning activities. Learning activity are activities designed or deployed by the teacher to bring about or create the conditions for learning.
Determining appropriate learning activities. Once you have established your broad course objectives and considered how you will evaluate progress, you need to think about the learning activities you will employ to enable students to achieve those objectives. The learning activities used should provide students the opportunity to develop the skills that they need to demonstrate mastery of the material.
Types of learning activities includes introductory or preliminary or opening activities, developmental activities, and concluding activities. Number 1. Introductory activities. These activities that is usually done at the start of the year or at the start of every lesson. These activities are supposed to serve as starters or as unfreezing activities to make the students feel at ease, to motivate them to participate, and to set the tone of the day. Opening activities serves as launching for the today's lesson. Activities can come in the form of games, actions, Energizers such as simulation, brain teasers, puzzles, song analysis, skits or role playing, anecdote or storytelling, and posing questions to the learners.
Number 2. Developmental activities. Activities that focus on the concepts and data needed to move toward the main idea or generalization. This is the most fundamental level because developmental activities involve change. This change must be cumulative and systematic. Random change is not considered to be developmental in nature. Here are some examples of activities.
A. Data gathering activities. Interview, library research, internet research, reading, lecture, field trip, experiment, panel discussion, case study. B. Organizing and summarizing activities. Using graphic organizers, jingles, rap, song making, versus acrostics, PowerPoint presentation. C. Application or creative activities. Application activities. Activities done during the application of the learned concepts. Creative activities. Activities that provide the use of imagination and expression of one's feelings, thoughts, and ideas about the insight acquired.
Solving real-world problems. Performance and demonstration of skill mastery. Authentic projects. PowerPoint presentation. Brochure. Performing a song, rap, or musical. Mock debates or mock trials. And organizing a symposium.
Number 3. Concluding activities. These are activities students engage in as a part of the application of the newly acquired knowledge. They may come in a form of wrap-up, after which students submit the summary in outline form. Examples of these are journal writing at the end of the period and lesson summary.